Right then guys, welcome to this week's video. Before we start, I just want to say a massive thank you firstly for everyone who's purchased one of the V-Dub Poly Grey car stickers. There's still a few left, so if you're interested, all the links for that are in the description below. And secondly, I'd like to thank everyone who subscribed to the channel this week. If you're new, welcome aboard. Just introduce myself, my name's Rich and this is our VW T25 we call Poly Grey. In this week's video, I'm just going to be carrying on with all this rear suspension and rear trailing arm and hopefully get that somewhat finished. So guys, let's watch this week. Let's carry on with this week's video. Right then, so bit of progress at last. So rear trailing arm is off, as you can see. Ended up cutting it off in the end. Bought one of these, pretty good tool to be fair, and cheap, McAllister. So yeah, bought a decent set of Bosch blades and flew off, to be fair. So I am now going to attack all the give all the little bits of rust underneath here, just a little bit of a wire brushing off, and then I'm going to put some stone guard under there and inside the rear arch, but I'll show you that in a sec. Right then, so next part of the job then, we're going to underseal all underneath that arch. Now we've got everything out, we may as well. This stuff is only cheap, I think a tub of underbody coating, it's about £6, so you may as well just throw it on under there. It's not going to hurt, it's going to help with the rust and everything else in the future. Also, if you can see in there, it's not, where I've had that shot blasted, it's all not coated inside, so water will get in there. Show you, if you can get in. To me, water will get all in there and it'll just rust from the sort of inside out. So I've gone through all this effort now, so I may as well just throw some underbody steel in there. And the same all up in this arch. It'll look nice all coloured black when we put everything back, for now anyway. So I'm going to carry on with that. Might as well video me doing it, why not. First coat on there. Quickly show you. Very good day. Very good video. Let's get all that in there. Same with this. Take your time there. Right then, so that's what it looks like, all painted up black, and I think that's a job worth doing. May as well while we're there. It's, you know, so the only other thing I want to try and get painted today is the rear shock absorbers. I'm just going to use the grey, that the paint I've got knocking around, to be fair, to paint them. Quickly, I'll show you what I mean. I don't see to me, I don't see any point to just blooming throwing things back in there that look dirty and whatnot. You've got them off, you might as well try and, if you're not buying new, you might as well try and just give them a bit of TLC and put them back. At least it'll all look new when it goes back. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll show you, and then I start putting it all back together. I can't wait. It'll look nice, I'm sure. And then I'm going to do the other side. At this rate, it's going to take years to do, but I don't know. I think it'd be worth it. I've said previous videos, I've got no intention of selling it ever, and I enjoy working on it. Everyone's got to have a little hobby, I guess. So and carry on. So yeah, guys, last thing I want to paint today is the rear sort of shock absorber. It's just, there we go, I'll show you. I did try and brush paint it in the house, being a bit lazy with it really, but it's come out a bit shit. So I'm going to use the compressor where I've got it all out. Might as well get some paint. I'm going to use the grey I originally painted the van in, and it might look quite nice underneath there with the black. So yeah, I am going to put some couple of coats on that, and then we can start putting everything back together on this van. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like. So then I can start the opposite side. So I'm going to carry on. So guys, springs painted. Like I said before, the only reason I stopped using that combi colour was because it just took so long to dry. Simple. I'd have used it on the van. I know I've mentioned it to people saying it was a good product, but for me outside it just didn't work. Simple. If I'd have been painting inside, I'd have carried on using it, but I haven't. That will take now. Probably that'll be still like, you'll still leave it at indentation with your finger and stuff tomorrow on that. It just takes at least 24 hours to dry. Whether the cellulose that I've been using on the van literally dries in a couple of minutes. That's why I went for that. So start putting all this back together. Can't wait. Let's do it. Right then, guys. So first thing's fitted. New brake line. Come with a kit from Just Campers with the shoes and drums. So that's on first. Next job, get this rear arm on. Just going to check all the torque sort of settings on that and make sure that's alright. So that's my next job. Catch you when that's done. So new bolts are in on the trailing arm, torqued up for to the correct torque setting, which I've got a book, 75 foot-pounds. I believe that's about 100 and some newton meters. I did do a conversion on my phone. So they're all tight. I'm now just going to take the opportunity, place where I've missed the inside there, and just give it a quick brush of under seal, and then drop the springs on and everything else. Obviously, I think what I'll have to do once it's all been put together, I'm going to have to get the band tracked anyway. So I've tried to align. That's why I haven't painted over any of them. So I've put the washers and the bolts where they were originally, just to get it somewhere where it was. Although that wasn't right, because the inside of one of my tyres is sort of rubbed. It's quite bald, so that's going to need doing. So I'm just going to tidy that back up, then on to the next thing. Looks good though. Look forward to it. Right then, good morning, hope you're all okay. So it's Sunday morning. Weather is absolutely gorgeous for this time here in the UK. So I'm going to carry on a little bit this morning, some work on the van. I'll show you what I've done so far. I'll spin you around. So I've just been building up the rear hub and the rear axles. I haven't videoed it. There's loads of videos on YouTube, to be fair, showing you how to put all those back together. What I have done though, I've swapped the axle over. Apparently you can do it on the manuals, and then it'll just wear the other axle, go in the opposite direction, I guess. That's why people do it. So yeah, I'm going to put that in today. The other thing guys, you know, that I did yesterday as well, was paint that rear shock absorber, and it's still tacky. Like I said yesterday, that is the only reason why I stopped using that combi colour. For me, outside it just took too long to dry. It's still tacky, to be fair. If I got that off there, I'm just going to put those fingerprints in it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put that rear axle in, and then that's going to be me pretty much done for this week. I know we're still doing these rear trailing arm videos, but you know, these things take time. Well, they do when you've only got a weekend and with the British weather. So I'm going to try and put that axle in, and then I'll see what else we can get done. Right then, so that is me pretty much done for this week's video. So rear axle is all in there, all done, looking good. See the rear trailing arm, lowering springs in 50mm, and I painted those shock absorbers. I've just got them that grey, like I said, and that's me done for today. Yeah, I think it looks alright. It's going to look quite nice. Get these wheels painted and put back on. I'm debating on what colour to do the wheels at the minute. I'm not sure. I might just keep them silver. I'm not sure. So yeah, that is almost the side done. The only thing I've got left to do now is put the brakes back on, but I've got those. They're all made up. They should be on by the time I do next week's video, or next couple of weeks' video. So guys, if you've got this far in the video, please consider subscribing and just follow us. This is what we do, just that vlogging of what we're doing to my VW T25. If that's something that you might find interesting and you got this far, you know what, hit the subscribe button, come and support the channel, and I'll see you all next Sunday. See you in a bit.